Ni bonat biasa ni.
Tak boleh ke lupa?
Biar. Ni kita kena tahu apa dia. Belakang macam awak lah.
Baik. Bagus je. Dia ada regam, dia ada rongga. Arah mana tu kau kecil.
Ini cakap-cakap ni. Ini dia.
Itu kau buka spring.
Spring ni lu. Lagi jam. Ha. Just lah.
Oh, ni dah kan.
Oh. Ini logo. Cuba ni. Diameter.
2.47.
Tak apa. Bagi video. Satu.
Dia buang ya.
Dapat dah.
Ni aja tu. Ini. Tekan spring boleh bunyi.
Spring.
Mana? Kemudian semua kat situ kat spring kau.
Tak ada spring lah. Tak kena. Sebab nanti
Spring
dapat. Beri main tak rapat eh? Rapat tu kena ni. Oh, pakai benda tu kan. Ni tak ni.
dia punya pin tu kan. Pin belakang tu kan.
Betul. Jangan besar sangat. Nak pasang ni dulu. Kau tepat ni. Oh. Kau pasang boleh juga. Aku pegangkan lah. Masuk je. Gila datang.
Barang.
Pakai jari. Elok.
Bodoh ni tak masuk.
Pakai jari. Ni.
Kita kena ikat ni cara silang tau.
Jari. Gati. Delam ah. Ni namanya delam. Delam lake. Pantas komen, pantas.
Itu je.
Ketatkan.
Itu buat dia.
Ketatkan.
Jadi kena kan.
Ketatkan. Sikit dulu. Ini mati. Bagian kuning.
Ya.
Drum brake part name: 1. Drum. 2. Return spring. 3. Shoe spring. 4. Adjuster lever. 5. Brake adjuster. 6. Pull off spring. 7. Spring retainer. 8. Hold down spring. 9. Return spring. 10. Brake shoe. 11. Adjuster assembly set. 12. Adjuster screw. 13. Adjuster nut. 14. Park brake lever. 15. Trailing shoe. 16. Hold down pin. 17. Brake hose fitting. 18. Handbrake cable. 19. Wheel hub. 20. Backing hub.
For the condition of the drum brake parts, first part is brake drum itself. It has slightly rusty and no worn, no groove or cracks on it. Next is a retainer spring. Retainer spring is in good condition and also the tension is adequate. Then shoe and lining assembly. The thickness is 2.85 millimeters. It is worn and not good in condition. Then shoe to shoe spring number 1. It has good elasticity and also no corrosion. Same goes for the shoe to shoe spring number 2. It also has good elasticity and no corrosion. Next is the piston. The piston has no fluid leakage, so it's good. And lastly is the brake drum. It's slightly rusty and also worn. So next, for the inspection of the brake drum parts, number 1 is the brake lining thickness. For the brake lining thickness, we got it on 2.47 millimeters. Next is the brake drum inside diameter. The first part is 167.27 millimeters. Number 2 is 167.22 millimeter. Third one is 167.25 millimeters. And lastly, fourth is 167.24 millimeters. Number 3 is the shoe and lining assembly. For the thickness, we get 2.85 millimeters.
For discussion number 1, based on your finding, what is the condition of brake shoe lining? Should it be replaced with a new shoe lining? For number 1, during the inspection, the brake shoe lining thickness was measured at 2.47 mm, which is slightly below the standard minimum value of 4.4 mm. Although the surface exhibits a smooth and uniformly worn appearance, the decreased material thickness may adversely impact braking efficiency and compromise overall vehicle safety. This suggests that the brake lining has exceeded its allowable wear threshold and requires replacement with a new component to maintain optimal braking performance and safety. Installing a new brake lining will help maintain uniform braking force and protect the brake drum from potential wear or damage. For discussion number 2, explain your result of drum brake inside diameter. So the result of our brake drum inside diameter is we got 4 results, which is number 1 is 167.27 mm. Number 2 is 167.22 mm. Number 3 is 167.25 mm. And the last one is 167.24 mm. The measured average diameter is approximately 167.25 mm, which remain within the specified service limit. The minimal variation across reading confirm that the brake drum retained its roundness and structural integrity. Given the consistent measurement and their position below the maximum allowable wear threshold, the drum is deemed safe for continued operation. Notably, any substantial deviation in diameter reading could indicate an out-of-run condition, so potentially leading to vibration or irregular braking performance. So the discussion of number 3 is, if deep crack found on the drum, can it be repaired? Explain your answer. So, our group discussion is, if a significant crack is detected on the brake drum, repair is not recommended. Such crack compromise the structural integrity of the drum and pose a serious risk of a failure during braking. While methods like welding or machining may appear viable, they can alter the metallurgical properties and reduce the drum's durability, potentially leading to future failure. Consequently, the most reliable and safe course of action is to replace the damaged drum with a new unit. So we proceed to the last one of the discussion is, what is the advantage of drum brake compared to disc brake? Drum brake offer multiple benefit over disc brake. They are more cost effective to produce, deliver superior self-energizing characteristic and generate greater braking force with reduced pedal effort, making them particularly well suited for rear axle application. Furthermore, drum brake allow for straightforward integration of a mechanical parking brake within the same unit. However, they demand more frequent maintenance and more susceptible to heat accumulation than disc brake system.
Conclusion. Gain hand-on experience in removing, inspecting and reassembling a drum brake system. Brake shoe lining thickness 2.47 mm, below standard limit of 4.4 mm, needs replacement. Average drum diameter 167.25 mm, within acceptable range. Drum can be reused. Understood function and interaction of each drum brake component. Learn how wear or damage affect braking efficiency. Emphasize accuracy, cleanliness and safety in brake maintenance. Improve practical skill and confidence in handling vehicle brake system.